Hello guys, and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to talk about over, or you can say OVR coin. So I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm pretty confident that it is something like that. So basically it's OVR is because it's called over the top or something like that. I forgot what it is. Over the reality, sorry, I am really sorry. It's called over the reality. So let's get started with this project and what it's all about. Let's find out, and let's also see the valuation of this project, because the thing is that valuation is the key. Most investors do not focus on the key reality, which is the valuation. But if you want to succeed in the cryptocurrency market, it's very essential uh, to know the valuation of the project, and you must not invest without knowing the valuation of the project. So of course, if there is an exit scam, then valuation doesn't matter, but if, if without exit scam, valuation matters. So basically valuation is the method from stock market. I think Warren Buffett made the entire fortune based on the valuations, and that's how valuation works. It's an age-old principle, and no one can challenge such principles when it has been continuously working in the market for more than 100 years. And actually, if you see, then valuation is the universal rule. So let's get started. Anyways, I don't want to give too much lecture on valuation right now. Rather than that, let's see what augmented reality uh, this project, let's see what this project is all about, which is about augmented reality. So let's get started. So the future AR metaverse is here. Our decentralized digital layer enables over users to create never before seen geo localized experience. Now it's your turn to stake a claim. So this is the website, and let's directly go on the white paper. So before we go on the white paper, let's see uh, what the total sales are, because sales can tell you what they are making in the profit, and if they don't have profit, then valuation becomes zero. So we will have to know what their profit is. At least we'll try to find out at the end of this video what the valuation is, because without the valuation, as I keep saying, you cannot become a successful investor. Valuation is the key. So I'll tell you the standard principle, which is the simple principle if you want to find out the valuation of any cryptocurrency. So let's say the market cap of this project is 35 million and fully diluted is 61 million. So right now the market cap is 35 million, so they should be making at least $3.5 million in profit to justify this valuation. So if let's say that they are making 2 million in the profits every year, then the valuation becomes 20 million. And if they are making, let's say, 10 million dollars per year in profits, then the valuation becomes 100 million. And if the valuation is 100 million, then this project becomes undervalued by nearly 60-70%. So in such scenarios you can buy the coin. But the thing is that there is another thing, that can they maintain such valuation, meaning that they can keep having that reoccurring revenue of $10 million every year. So that is also an important factor which you should consider. So there are many projects in the cryptocurrency market that came and gave that came and had millions of dollars of revenue, just to find out that they were in loss, or they were having zero revenue next year. So in such scenario, suddenly if they lose the revenue, then obviously valuation will also lose its place in the market. So that's why it's important to have the correct idea about the valuation of any project. So here, if at least the valuation should have $5 million worth of net profit in simple terms, if you want to own such coins. So yeah, of course, there are other factors as well. For example, what is the long-term growth, how speedily they can grow, that thing is also important. But overall, this is the idea, this is the concept behind the valuation. So they have sold over 868,460 overland tokens, and nearly 7 million tokens spent and 2 million tokens burned. So this data can help you identify the actual valuation about whether they are making $3.5 million or $4 million worth of profit every year or not. So we'll try to find out later on. So as you can see here, that the token price is nearly 0.7 dollars. So in such scenario, if you can multiply the price of the token with some of this data, then you might get some idea about the valuation, because ultimately valuation is what you are looking for. And once you identify the valuation, you need to know the long-term growth, the consistency of the project, how many sales they are making daily. So few days back I saw 70 sales daily, now it is 12, so it has reduced significantly. But the goal is to find the valuation, and as a part of that process you will also find out the long-term growth of the project. So these are the two key aspects of this of any project, in fact, not only this project. So let's say what their executive summary says. Over is a world-scale open source AR platform powered by Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so Over makes it possible for users provided with a mobile device or smart glasses to live interactive augmented reality experiences customized in the real world. Over can be defined as a new standard in AR experiences by placing itself as the first content browser where the user does not choose the content but the world submits the possible experiences based on its geographical position. So I understood that this project is more about location based content, so definitely this is new, and people may find it interesting. I have seen their app, and actually their app is not that good right now. I mean, I didn't find it very fun and exciting overall, but I'm sure that those guys are working on it, and that's the most important thing. And if the community is powerful, then the project is likely to succeed. With any project, it's very important to know that what the community is doing, and the growth of the community literally make sure that the project will succeed. Whether the founders go for an exit scam or they survive, it doesn't matter if the community is powerful. So you got to keep an eye on the community as well. But overall, it's a good concept, no one can deny that, and they have worked a lot to create a product like this, I'm sure. So apart from the, let's see what other things they say. So Over uses the Ethereum and Polygon blockchain to decentralize all the token action dynamics between the users. Over token is a utility based token. Overlands are freely tradable among users in the decentralized fashion through use. Okay. Over acting as a platform supports the current hardware available. Okay. Unity 3D. Okay, so these are basically overall summary, and let's see what this section, the market section, says. So let's see what they are up to. In 2018, several AR technologies were introduced in the market. Technological giants such as Apple, Google, and Facebook made major investment and acquisitions increasingly aimed at implementing such technology with content devoted to the consumer market. According to a recent forecast published by IDC, the consumer industry will expand its position as the largest spender in AR and VR, closely followed by retail. So there is significant growth in this section. Okay. And this is also, of course, everybody knows that there is a solid market, a futuristic market in AR, so we don't need to go into the details of that. Let's try to understand what the overtech is. Augmented reality technologies. Augmented reality is a technology capable of superimposing various types of contents video in the surrounding environment. Yeah, we understand that, but what is special about over the reality? Let's see that. All this happens in a real time and from any device equipped with a camera. The innovation actually makes it possible to track the elements present in the real scenes and virtually add others. The spectacular combination of the real and digital generates a unique experience. Okay. Okay, so this is more about AR. they are doing is still I can't find what they are doing. For persistent AR, we mean the possibility for a user to relive the same AR experience in the time and in the surrounding. This is possible thanks to a first environmental scan saving. The ability to reload the environment mapping allows obtaining a shared experience where users see the virtual elements positioned in the same way in the space. Okay, so the thing is that this is definitely a good concept, but they need to scale up. The thing is that as of now, I'm sure that they are working on it, but as an investor, you I guess you need to understand that what the valuation is, because there are many projects like this in the market, and everybody is having a great new technology, but what about the long term growth of this project? That's what matters. So for that you need to dig very deeper, because the long term growth of any project requires a lot of research. So it's very hard for me to just make a video and tell you that this project will survive in the long term or not, and there is no guarantees with any project to survive. But yeah, if they have a solid community, and if the community can also handle the project in the absence of the founders, then you can say that the project will survive no matter what. But that doesn't happen so frequently, and that's why it's very essential for you to understand the long term growth and the long term approach of this project. AR is a solid market, there is no doubt about that, but the thing is that even in the AR there is a lot of competition. Even they themselves mentioned the same thing in the white paper. So when there is a lot of competition, you need to understand that there is no guarantees of success. But if you can find some solid concrete proof, or if your research say that this project can survive in the long term, even if they survive, it is very likely that the token price will go up very significantly. The survival itself is a solid and powerful process. So if they can survive, and if you can justify the valuation, then it is very likely that valuation multiplied by long term growth is equal to profit for sure. So the thing is that once you connect yourself with the valuation, and you can justify it, and if you can see that the community is there to back the project up at any time, then it is very likely that this project will in the long term good do, and as an investor you may find some solid returns on it. So let's see what the token economy of over token is. So the over token is a utility based token and acts as an exchange medium in the whole overall ecosystem. The token makes it possible to fully leverage the Ethereum blockchain and easily integrate with the existing infrastructure. Okay, so over owner, over creator, over node, over land, over advertiser, over user. Okay, so this is this token is working as as a connector between the entire ecosystem, and it's a good thing, I guess, because if you are launching a project, then token should be the key and the center area of any project, and that's what they are doing. But the thing is that the demand of the token will a lot depend not only on the investors, but it will mainly depend on the users. If somebody is buying the token for the real use, then only it is worth it. If only investors are buying and investors are selling, then in the longer term the price of this project will go down. But if there is a genuine demand, meaning that genuinely content creators or over coin token owners are putting some real value in it by buying it for genuine reasons. I mean that let's say that you are buying from McDonald's a burger, then you are going to pay for that burger. So it means that there is a genuine demand of the burger, and that's why a customer is paying this. So the same way there should be a genuine demand of the token over token, in order for the customer to if the customer has that demand, if the customer is going to pay for that for genuine reasons, and if if the genuine reasons create a demand of nearly $3.5 million worth of over token, then you can say that this valuation of nearly 35 million can be justified. So meaning that this over token content creator should at least be paying $3.5 million for the utility of over token to justify this $35 million worth of valuation. That's why I keep saying that the valuation is a must, and without valuation you cannot go for you cannot have a long-term approach. I mean, there are many different types of investors in this market. Some people have long-term approach, some people have the approach which only considers valuation, and most investors they don't have any approach. But you cannot have any approach and invest. You cannot only have the approach of valuation and invest. You cannot only have the approach of long-term investing and then invest. You need to have the combination of valuation and long-term approach. So if the valuation can be justifiable, then you can go for the long-term approach, meaning that in the longer term you are betting that this project will grow and this project will survive and this project will succeed no matter what, whether the founders go for the exit scam, whether the founders stay with the project. If the founders go for the exit scam, then again you are sure that the community will make this project a successful project. So the same thing happened with the pancake swap. The founder did go for an exit scam, and even after that the community decided to support the project, and literally it's a history now that it's a great success. Pancake swap is a great success. So the point here is pretty clear, that the long-term approach is a must if you want to invest in such projects, but at the same time keep an eye on the valuation, because they go hand in hand. So apart from that, let's see what the roadmap is, because roadmap is very interesting and it's an important part. The following roadmap is an overview of the main development. So let's see the marketing plan. So definition of target audience: financial investor, a type of user who seizes the investment opportunity in the purchase of overlands and identifies the financial return on them, has a high education qualification, age 25 and over, and their interests are related to investment and the finance of the digital market. End user: the most target including types of users of different age groups, education qualification, geographical interest. Okay, so these are end users. Companies: digital marketers, developers, digital marketing strategy channels. Phase 1: reach, Google ads, Facebook ads, okay, so this is the marketing plan. It's a pretty long one. You can go on their white paper and try to read it, try to understand it. But again, these are all promises, I guess. What you need to understand is that how much of this will be executed, because it's always easy to make promises in the cryptocurrency market, and it's always hard to survive and grow as an investor in this market. So I hope you like this video, because this I never plan to make these videos. I just make it whenever I want to study a project. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I will try to keep making more and more videos like this, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you understood my point of the importance of valuation and having a long-term approach, because you just cannot keep buying and selling coins. I guess that's the dumbest investing practice possible on the planet. Of course, you have a lot of options to invest when it comes to cryptocurrency market, but with lot of options also comes a lot of insanity when we are making financial decisions. And of course, let me be clear that this video is not at all about giving you financial advice. I am just sharing what my thoughts are, and I am pretty sincere about my thoughts. So I know that if you cannot find long-term approach, then you should avoid such projects. If you are sure that in the long term this project will survive, this project will grow, then you should definitely try to invest in such projects. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a like if you really enjoyed it. And I am also planning a solid power pack cryptocurrency project, which will allow everyday investors to become a fund manager, because it's very essential that if you want to if you want to survive in the cryptocurrency market as an investor, then you will have to have leverage, meaning that you, let's say you only have $10,000, then you cannot be millionaire in the cryptocurrency market. For that you need to have some other form of access to capital, so you can manage the funds of other people and then you can share the profits. So let's say you find 100 investors, and in total they give you couple of millions of dollars to manage, and if you keep increasing those funds, then you can share the profits. So by doing that, you all can grow together, and that's what the idea is. I will now conclude the video, and please hit the like button, join my Telegram group if you want to know more about the project, and also hit the subscribe button. Take care, bye bye.